I'm blessed to be with Michael Lancaster, our wonderful superintendent of schools for the Diocese of Madison. We're here outside in the courtyard of Holy Name. I'm properly distanced, and just want to talk a little bit about just Catholic schools, Catholic education. I certainly am a product of Catholic education myself, and every assignment I've had as a parish priest has had a Catholic school. And what I found as pastor was just the qualitative difference that having a Catholic school makes in the life of the parish, in the formation of our young people towards Catholic discipleship, and just the energy and the life that a school brings to a parish. So I'm a big supporter and believer in Catholic schools, and I know you are as well, Michael. So we're just here to talk about Catholic schools in general, and certainly our Catholic schools here in Madison. So um, obviously you're a deep, profound believer in the importance and value of Catholic education. How would you articulate that to people today living in America in the 21st century?
Well, thank you very much, Bishop. I appreciate you taking the time to have me here. I think I'm also a product of Catholic schools and went through Catholic schools for 16 years and saw my parents make a lot of sacrifices so that myself and my siblings could attend Catholic schools because they really believed in that Catholic education. And I think that in general, Catholic schools have always been known for academic excellence and discipline and all of that. But I think much more, it goes much deeper than that because it really is about character formation in the faith and getting to know your faith and know who Jesus is and start that personal relationship with Jesus that is fostered every day by the teachers and how they interact with the students, how they interact with each other, the example that they give. And then eventually, as you grow in your faith and you see that modeled and you live that and you're challenged to live that every day, I think that's the other thing is being in a community that really challenges you to live up to that every day and pushes you. I found that to be tremendously beneficial. And then you get to that point as you grow in your faith where it's not just your relationship with Christ. It's you see Christ in every single person who you meet.
Right.
And you start to have this kind of epiphany that, it's not just Johnny or Susie or Sally or Jim, but Jesus lives in them. He is part of them. He's with them. He's with me. He loves me. He loves them. And you start to appreciate that and relate to people in a very different way. And so I think that that's something you can't get in a public setting. I know that in Wisconsin we have very good public schools academically, and people will say, well, why, send your child to Catholic school? It's because of that faith community, that faith formation. And the other piece of it is really virtue, an education and a formation in virtue. And what is it, what characteristics do I need to develop to live an excellent life and to live up to the potential and develop all the gifts that God gave me? I think one of the things I think about is I was constantly told by my parents and my teachers that, God gave you all kinds of gifts. And we all have different gifts. But we all have a responsibility to discover what those are and then develop them to their full potential and then use them to further the kingdom of God on earth and to his greater glory. And so I think that there was always that encouragement and that motivation to push forward, to develop those gifts. And that whole mindset that, it's not just about me. It's I'm doing this because I owe it to God. I remember a little plaque on my mom and dad's bedroom. What you are is your gift to God. What you are is God's gift to you. What you become is your gift to God.
Right.
And so I think that attitude was fostered very much in Catholic schools. And when you learn to be excellent, you're learning to be excellent not just for your own gratification. Yep, you go on to school and career and all that, but it's you live your life for others, and you're excellent for the world. You're excellent for your community. You're excellent for your family, and all that is your gift back to God.
I think in contemporary church parlance, we'd say Catholic schools really form our young people to be missionary disciples. And what we mean by that is exactly what you're saying, Michael, that life isn't just about us, it's about how am I going to go out and make my contribution to give witness to Christ, to live that Catholic sacramental and moral vision, and to make a contribution to the common good and to the world. So it's really about building this culture where our children just naturally come to know, love, and serve God. And that's not to diminish religious education classes at all. Each parish has religious ed for students that are in public schools, and that is essential and important. But Catholic schools are different in the sense that it's culture all day, every day. And I think that the challenge of religious education is really how do we live that out in a public school setting? And obviously the role of the family becomes very important in both settings, both Catholic schools and religious education.